Hey, this is Scaff Banzai. I was trying to think of something fun and simple to do, but also take a break for the day. You could go outside, do some type of photography. Of course, it's pretty hot out right now and lots of insects and things, so I'd have to put on bug spray and deal with all of that. Thinking of indoor options, I could go to a library. I could do a time-lapse. I haven't done much time-lapse wise. I was thinking about what type of gear I could use. The M50 would work, but still not too small. I couldn't fit it into a pocket. I do have a little action camera. It's a cheap $30 Amazon special. I think it was called a Mamba ME10. I don't think those specific ones are sold anymore, but it's worked relatively well. I've used it for my hands-on videos. If you've ever seen stuff where I film myself or get that really big wide-angle perspective, that's what I used in the past. I'm trying to get away from it, but it has worked relatively well. I looked at the settings on the little action camera. It turns out it does have time-lapse. Very simple to set up. With the time-lapse features on this little action camera, it's resolution. You also have the number of seconds between frames and also making it continuous. Turned out with around 550 frames. I decided to use a program called FFMPEG for turning the frames into a video file. It was a little challenging to find the right commands. I was having an issue where I would just get a black video file at the end. Turns out I had to adjust the pixel format with one of the commands, but after that it worked nicely. Another thing to keep in mind is that you need a full sequence without any breaks for that program to function properly. Now there might be some type of command to deal with that, but I didn't find anything, and I just had to actually add one single frame that somehow got deleted. I just copied one of the other frames, changed the file name, and it worked just fine. The process was very simple, very easy, very fun. Pulled out a few books from the video and photo section of the library and went to one of their private study rooms. This specific library is very nice. They have a ton of nice enclosed, relatively private study rooms, and that worked out very nicely so I can move around a little bit and not disturb anyone. For the time-lapse, I was thinking I wanted to get it of the book as I turned the pages, but then I eventually adjusted the perspective to get myself in the video. Now I had the action camera running the entire time. Like I said, 5 seconds between each frame, and it works out well. You can see potentially a little bit of movement and such as I adjusted the camera for the third book, but it's relatively seamless and interesting to get the two different perspectives. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that video. Very fun, and definitely want to do some more time-lapse in the future. This setup is super mobile and it works well. I had the Mamba ME10 action camera, also this little Insignia tripod, and it all fits in a cargo pants pocket, or you could have a little bag or something, but super mobile. Only thing you probably want to consider is that this specific action camera, or most relatively cheap ones, you probably won't be able to fix your exposure. And if you go outside and you get different lighting conditions throughout the entire time lapse, it might not be ideal. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing. That helps me out a lot. Likes and shares help out a lot as well. Thanks again.